The man who refused to break. There was once a young boy named David who grew up in a small, struggling town. His family was poor, his father had abandoned them, and his mother worked 2 jobs just to put food on the table. Every day, David saw the pain in his mother's eyes, the exhaustion in her body, and the silent prayers she whispered when she thought no one was listening. David was determined to change their lives. But life had other plans. At 14, he was forced to work part-time to help his mother. He woke up at 4 a.m. to deliver newspaper before school and clean a local store after classes. While his classmates played video games or won the law, David was sweeping floors and stocking shelves. Despite the struggles, he had a dream to become an engineer and build things that could change the world. He was fascinated by machines, always fixing broken radios or repairing old appliances he found in the trash. But everyone told him it was impossible. You'll never be more than a laborer, they said. Kids, like you don't make it out of here. David refused to believe them. When he turned 17, his mother fell seriously ill. With no money for treatment, David worked day and night, sacrificing sleep and meals just to afford her medication. But as fate would have it, she passed away before he could save enough. Devastated, David felt like giving up. The only person who had ever believed in him was gone. He spent nights crying, wondering why life was so unfair. But then, he remembered something his mother always told him. The world will try to break you, but as long as you don't break inside, you win. Those words lit a fire in his heart. David started studying harder, borrowing books at the library, and teaching himself engineering concepts. He applied for every scholarship he could find, facing rejection after rejection, until one day, he finally got accepted into a small university. But the struggle didn't end there. Without money for tuition, he worked 3 jobs, cleaning, tutoring, and fixing electronics, just to stay in school. He often went days without proper meals, barely sleeping. People laughed at him, saying he was chasing an impossible dream. But David refused to quit. Years passed, and against all odds, he graduated at the top of his class. He got a job at a respected engineering firm, where he worked harder than anyone else. His innovative ideas soon caught the attention of industry leaders, and within a few years, he started his own company. His company became one of the leading firms in sustainable engineering, developing life-changing technologies for underprivileged communities. The same people who once doubted him now looked up to him. The same town that once ridiculed him now celebrated him as a hero. One day, he stood before a large audience at a conference, sharing his story. As he finished, he looked up and whispered, "I did it, Mom." Because he never broke. Because he never gave up. Moral of the story: no matter how hard life gets, no matter how many people doubt you, and no matter how many times you fall, if you refuse to break, you will win.